What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the 1894. I'm Darragh. Have Luke with me here today. We're talking about Watford. It was a very good game for a certain individual as well. I mean, it's a week after Easter Sunday and he's finally risen. It's Gabriel Jesus. You know what? We're going to skip the talk of the game for just 1 minute because we were talking about him yesterday. Gabriel Jesus, Luke. What you think of him?
It's typical when you criticise a man, the next day he scores a hat-trick. Well, no, a hat-trick, 4 goals. It's just ridiculous, honestly. But look, don't get me wrong, right? The guy has been great, but inconsistent. That's the issue with Gabriel Jesus. It's not the fact that he's not a good player. He is. There's a player in there. There always has been a player in there. You can see today, like that was Watford, but still, 4 goals is great. Brilliant for any striker or any forward going forward. But it's just like, I wish we had this more. Because it's the annoying thing about him, because he can go like 2 or 3 games without no goals at all, any contributions, then get 4 goals out of nowhere. And that's what we desperately don't need. We need someone who's going to be on it every game. And look, don't get me wrong, right? Obviously, we'll sing his praises today. He both deserves it. 4 goals in any game is brilliant, and he deserves it. But again, it's just throughout his career, it's been very frustrating for us as City fans to have to watch him. Sometimes where he just doesn't get the goals, or just can't finish his dinner. So I'm just happy that he got the goal today, but eventually get the 3 points as well.
Yeah, look, I'm more focused on 3 points. Just player performance is just a plus for me. I tell you, he was excellent. If he did that every week, you wouldn't need a striker, but that's just it. He's so inconsistent. But I don't want to shine any shade on such a world-class performance. So he did really well, especially like his work rate was fantastic. Got into the right places. It's great. It's what you need from a striker. It doesn't happen every week. That's the only thing that you can say about it. But it was an overall great team performance as well. I think we've spoken enough about De Bruyne and me personally now since he's come back. I've kind of sang his praises. I've said my sorries. I think we've moved past it. He's firmly back into the category. I only watched, I saw something on Twitter when we beat Watford 8-0. His cross for David Silva was very, very similar to the one he put in today. And, you know, if he's getting back to that form, he's getting back to that level of performance, I'm only so chuffed for him. But the team performance, I thought today, the way we play football, the way we kept it, obviously we always keep it on the ground, but I just thought there was something different today. And something I will say as well, we played with 2 holding midfielders. Well, maybe the system wasn't so that, but we lined up with 2 holding midfielders in the sense that we were still able to play the ball on the ground. If we were playing with those 3 forwards, it was fantastic, wasn't
it? Amazing, mate. Yeah, like again, I just see that wrong with the actual ratings that we give it. Obviously, you can see it throughout the pitch. Like, obviously, apart maybe 2 players who weren't at their best, the whole team played really well today. It was a real cohesive unit, which was really important. And I think it was good to give players like Grealish and Sterling a chance to make their claim for Tuesday. Obviously, because Tuesday's a massive game. And look, De Bruyne will always play in the big games now, especially even now. I think we finally got the man at his peak form now, which is so important. So the main thing is that, you know, he got a few minutes today, got 2 assists, which is brilliant, and then it took him off for a rest off, that's really important for us to get that into the key players, especially because they bought a robbery later on as well. So that's fine. Was able to take players and give them opportunities, which was really important. But no, as a team collective today, I thought Zinchenko was amazing today. He was so good. I'm so happy for him because I remember last year in the Champions League at PSG, he was unplayable at times, honestly. And having that kind of player back now is so important. So, yeah, overall, really pleased with the whole team today. Obviously, two mistakes every now and again, but that's natural in any team, no matter how good you are. But the main thing is that we got the 3 points, as I said earlier on. That's the most important thing, and the team played really well.
Yeah, I think that Brighton game, obviously it was our first one in 3. It's really switched them on. I think they've turned around and just said, right, fuck it, we have 5 games left in this day. We're on it. We're not dropping a single point in any of them, which is great. We finally, I think, for now, like with the run that we're on, I'm looking at like I'm really, really confident going into the next 5 games. And realistically, I should be, but we're looking at it in the sense that we're coming off good results now. We're going into Madrid. We have a shot to bit squad, you could say. I mean, there was no Stones today. Ake came on, which is really good. No Walker. I think the cameras are focused on him every time I'd look up. There were a few shots of him, which means, you know, I had the commentary off, but there was a lot of, you know, maybe will he, won't he, but I doubt we'll see him from Madrid, unfortunately, but fingers crossed he do. I think the defence, even with the lack of like cover and all that, I think it's going to be fine though. I mean, like you said, there was a couple of mistakes here and there, but it's going to happen. But I tell you what we'll do, we'll just put up the player ratings. I think we've talked enough about it. Edison gets a 6. I don't know. I thought the goal was the goal was definitely could have saved it, but I don't know if it's breaking them down to a 6. It doesn't matter either way. Like these player ratings, they have to be there. We've won the game. I'm chuffed regardless. Zinchenko gets an 8. I thought it was fantastic. Luke said he was unplayable. I thought it was fucking great, to be honest with you. I thought his cross for Jesus for the first goal was fantastic as well. And it was a really good recovery tackle. That he's definitely been looking at from other players. It was fantastic. The Bart 8, Diaz 7. Not much you could do, really. Just call upon when it needs to be, in my opinion. And Cancelo gets 6. I thought me and Joe always say that he was just kind of a purple patch player. That's what we said last season, and it's really starting to look like that again. Unfortunately, never bad, but never really stand out anymore. It's like he's just fine. He's just really he's good. I thought he was okay today, but nothing really stand out. Definitely the worst of the back four, wasn't
he? Is that yeah? Funnily enough, right? I think Joao's finally become that kind of left back now. I mean, right back today, that wasn't the same. Like. I don't know the left back he can be similar, but today at right back he just looked so weird and just didn't suit it at all. He looked very like at times. Dennis kept pushing him, and you could tell he just couldn't handle it at times. And I'm not saying he wasn't awful, but it's not helpful if he, let's say, he plays there on Tuesday. I don't know if it's fine, but let's say he just play there again at some point in a big game. That's not good for us if someone like Dennis is pressuring him that much. So it's important that we actually he learns from that, gets back into some sort of form again, because we do need him. Obviously, we've got De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, obviously when he's playing. That's great. We need everyone performing. We need everyone at the top of their game, because we've got a massive, obviously not mass major game, but we've got 2 big games in Madrid, coming up on Tuesday and also next Wednesday. And we've got obviously Leeds away coming up as well. So it's important that we get everyone playing at the same level. And yeah, I mean, Laporte, Zinchenko, Diaz, all brilliant today. Ederson, bit shaky, but still, apart from that, really good, because I don't have much to do with apart from that. And yeah, overall pretty good from the defence.
Yeah, I think the midfield was even more solid than usual. I thought, again, considering we played 2 holding midfielders, it didn't look out of place. I thought Rodri was fantastic in the goal. Oh my days, I hit the floor. I had on him Walker. Watch it on the screen. It was unbelievable. He's just so good. Rodri's so good. We're singing his I think I was singing his praises there after Brighton. He's fantastic, and he needs to start every game. Fernandinho, fine as well. Again, just a normal Fernandinho performance. He looks a little bit faster on his feet than he has done recently, but that's kind of it. Like, then De Bruyne, what can I say? He's proven. I don't want to say he's proven me wrong, because I had every right to tear into him. But he has turned it around tenfold. He's been fantastic lately, hasn't he?
Oh mate, unbelievable! Look, before going on De Bruyne, Rodri, that goal is like this guy loves scoring thunderbolts. It's ridiculous. Like you can always tell edge of the box, Rodri end of it. Is either going to hit the bar or go in. That's how good he is at doing that. And it's important to have that kind of player. Like let's say we got a difficult game, is a drop. People dropping back, parking the bus, long shot out of nowhere. It can be important. So having that kind of player there is always so important. And Dino, yeah. I didn't notice him very much today, but that's actually a good thing, because I didn't do very much today. So in a way, actually a good thing that he wasn't there. He got 7, got his job done, simple enough. And KDB, man, it's good to see him finally back at that form again. Look, I say, obviously when we've been criticised, it was deserved. He wasn't like it was awful. It just wasn't the same player. You could tell that the confidence wasn't there. Like he got the goal here and there, like Leeds 7-0, where he was brilliant. But it wasn't consistent, whereas now we're finally getting the De Bruyne at its consistent best. And this is when next season, obviously, we'll go on to that next season. Obviously, we'll hopefully a couple of strikers there. If he's like this next season as well, we're going to have so many goals to be seeing next year. So, of this season, incredible. That assist for the second goal was unbelievable, and the second goal was amazing as well. With that assist for Jesus' 4th goal. So. Yeah, incredible to have him in this kind of form now. So, yeah, brilliant, mate.
Yeah, that's it. Then, front 3, Grealish get to 7. I thought he was fairly anonymous. I think, again, like I said, ratings don't really matter, but I thought he was fairly anonymous. Came into it a bit more, I suppose. Sterling, 7 as well, missed an absolute sitter. I had him anytime score, and it really ruined my day. Jesus, 10. I'm not going to speak on him anymore. Like, I think I said what he had to say. He got 4 goals and an assist and a 5-1 win. There's not a chance he's not getting a 10, to be honest with you. Not right.
Exactly, mate. Yeah, like Grealish, mate, as I said to you in the preview as well, it's just it's just bedding in. Like, I know it's first season, he's £100 million signing, and it's always going to pressure on him because he's also English as well. It's always going to happen. Give the guy time. My jury is out situation will come next season. Let's say next season he doesn't do anything, then we've got to start talking about him seriously. Right now, I'm not too bothered about it really. I'm more like he's playing games, he's getting involved. That's all I care about. As long as he's doing that, not doing anything else, that's fine with me. Sterling, I said to you in preview again, like the man can be unbelievable in certain games, and then like today, we only won 5-1, but it very easily could have been 6 or 7 or 8 if the guy buries the opportunity in the first half. It is where, for me, the frustration for Sterling for me come out. I don't hate the guy. I love him. I think he can be. He's world class on his day, but today is an example of a player where he needs to be that clinical player. Because I'm not saying he's not a striker, but he's that player that could always one-on-one situation. You need to be buried in opportunities. Even today, like an open goal and you miss it from there. It's just frustrating, but the main thing is it didn't matter very much, but that's still not good, especially going into Madrid. Like, let's say he plays and misses a chance like that, that's crucial. So hopefully he doesn't do that again, but we know it's Sterling, and just, yeah, it's annoying. Jesus, yeah, 4 goals, 1 assist in a 5-1 win. World class. Fair play. Wish you did more, really.
That's it. If he wouldn't be leaving if he did it more, to be honest with you, and that's kind of where I leave that state. That's kind of where I leave that sentiment with him. But thanks very much for watching. It was obviously a really good game. We have Madrid coming up, so we hope you join it back for that. Again, thanks for watching. We'll see you from Madrid.